Can you hear a difference between ah, ah, and ah, ah, and ah, ah? So there's three different sounds. Can you hear a difference between them? Because if you can, and you're also able to make those sounds yourselves, that means that learning a new language is going to be much, much easier for you. Good morning, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show, which is Wake Up American. We're here Monday through Friday, typically around the hours 7 to 8 a.m. New York, to make sure that you can get in your 5 to 10 minutes of practice for today, because that is what it takes. If you are serious about pronunciation, you got to show up for yourself in a consistent way. That's what we try to do here on the channel with me. Hey guys, my name is Jeff, rhymes with breath. It's one of the 4 keys of National American English, including placement, pitch, breath, trying to weaken your consonant sounds in order to strengthen your vowel sounds. And today we're going to be talking about that first concept, which is placement. Hello to Emmanuel hanging with us. If you join us, be sure to say hey, whether in the replay, in the chat, or in the comments. Placement, if you're not sure what that is, because I'll be honest, when I learned languages, I was not told what placement is until I learned much later. Placement refers to where you projecting from in your speech. And different languages have different placements. And it's the reason why sometimes you can have a sound that exists across many different languages, but when you actually hear them produced, it sounds very different. So for instance, some languages are projecting from a very high position, kind of almost like top of the mouth, when they're making a sound like ah, ah, ah. American English has a similar vowel sound, but it doesn't quite sound like that. Some other languages, when they're making that sound, are producing more from like the top of the throat, back of the mouth, so more like an ah, ah, ah. Okay. But American English isn't doing that either. It's usually, for many people, being projected from a much lower position, sounding more like ah, 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 and things like that. So as you learn a new language, probably the first concept you really want to be thinking about when you learn new languages, you want to be thinking about where are you projecting sounds from. Because if I speak a language, like if I speak a language that has a higher placement, like right now I'm talking kind of top of throat, back of mouth. If I talk like this, even if I pronounce every sound correctly, I am always going to have an accent, and that's going to cause a problem in terms of if the goal is to sound natural, because you're never going to be sound natural. You'll be clear and you'll be understandable, but you're never going to have that natural sound. So what we see with American English is that, again, in general, the way a lot of people are producing sounds is using a lower placement. To acquire a lower placement often requires the use of your diaphragm and more throat. If you don't know what your diaphragm is a part of your body below your lungs that allows you to breathe. And basically in American English, you always want to be engaging it a little bit to allow some air to pass through. You can find your diaphragm right around here. Okay. So for instance, if you just do a real quick exhale, just breathe out very quickly, just do like, and then you can kind of feel your stomach tighten. Well, some of that thanks to a little bit. You can also, like, if you just breathe in, so if I put my hand right around here and I just breathe in, you can feel your stomach expand a little bit, and then you can breathe out, and you can feel everything contracting. That's a sign that you're using your diaphragm. Now, what I see with a lot of students when they speak in English is that they're not using their diaphragm as much as they could. Instead, the lungs are doing a lot of work. So if your lungs are doing all the work, what's going to happen is you're going to kind of get like this quality of sound where every syllable is going to kind of cut and things are just going to lose some of that breath. Versus now, you can kind of hear me using my diaphragm more, and you can hear that there's a little bit more breath attached to the syllables. Things start linking a little bit more. You're going to notice my pitch starts lowering, things like that. So using the diaphragm is a very natural component of American English and going to help a lot. And you can actually tie that into lowering your placement without a ton of thought. So for instance, let's just practice breathing really quick. I imagine you're good at it if you've been watching the channel and lived for years. So what I want you to do is I just want you to take a big breath in and take a big breath out. And let's do that one more time. Breathe in. And one more time, breathe out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in. And this time when we breathe out, I just want you to introduce yourself. Just say like hi, my name is, as you breathe out. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Hi, my name is Geoff. 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 Hi. So you're just breathing in. Sorry, I know our connection is a little spotty today. Have some weather that may be impacting things. So as you breathe out and saying that phrase, see if that's how you normally say the phrase, or does that sound to you a little different than how you normally talk? Okay, does it sound the same to you? Do you normally sound like that when if you were to say like hi my name is, or does it sound a little bit different? Okay. Another thing just to kind of continue building awareness of placement as well is just kind of take a phrase. So you could take that introductory phrase again, like hi my name is, and just kind of send it down like 5 times or so. Okay, so to give you an example, if I were going to introduce myself again, hi, my name is Geoff, it'd be like, hi, my name is Geoff. 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 Do you hear that little difference there? It's kind of doing like a, okay. American English, again, in general, is trending towards the end of that, towards the bottom, whereas your language may be falling somewhere towards the beginning. If you did the steps, maybe like step 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So one of the things that I hope you're taking away from this is that when you use, well, firstly, when you learn a new language, firstly, just kind of decide where's the placement of that language. Is it high? Is it low? To kind of give some context, again, American English is a pretty low language. In general, placement-wise, the counterexample I give a lot is if you're a Japanese speaker, Japanese is oftentimes doing the exact opposite of what English is doing. So you speak Japanese, Japanese uses a much higher placement. Okay. If you're still struggling to find out in the language that you're studying, what's the placement of it, try to think about the sound people make when they're thinking. So again, in American English, people are often saying like or in Italian, for my Italian people, like people doing like cioè, 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 so it's a little bit higher. For like our Mandarin friends out there, like if you think of like naga, 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 like is again a little bit higher, more closed off, and things like that. So think about what is the sound people make when they're thinking in your first language, and then based on that, you can then adjust it everything else you say. So if I know that like okay, American English is doing like then I can try to apply that to other vowels, right? Like or or e. So no, it's not like e. No, it's more like e, and then kind of calibrate it, which we've talked about, I believe, in the previous stream. All right, guys. So just some quick things there to think about placement wise. If you have other questions about that, be sure to let me know. But hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Look, there's a lot of pronunciation resources out there. So the fact you spent a little bit of time in your day here with me is greatly appreciated. Once more, my name is Geoff. It rhymes with breath. That's one of the 4 keys to a natural sound: clean placement, pitch, breath. Trying to weaken your consonant sounds or strengthen your vowel sounds. I will see you guys later this week. Have a good day, have a good night, and a good afternoon. Take care.